listening to Pet Candy.
You are listening to Pet Candy Magazine, February edition. Welcome to the world of Pet Candy by Shannon Gregoire. Please allow me to introduce myself. Hi, I'm Shannon. As the new editor of Pet Candy Magazine, I, alongside our amazing team, am here to help pets live their happiest and healthiest lives. In this role, I promise to work hard to deliver great resources and top-notch information for pet parents everywhere. What's on the agenda for this issue? Get ready to read tips and tricks that will ensure your sweet fur baby has everything they need. This month, Pet Candy is also introducing you to the amazing Dr. Joya. She's a veterinarian, super mom of 3, 2 of those 3 are twins, and the star of the hit TV show Pop Goes the Vet, now streaming on National Geographic and Disney+. Remarkable, right? It was a joy, no pun intended, getting to know Dr. Joya for a podcast episode of my podcast, Simply Pets. With a loving heart, grit, and loads of determination, Dr. Joya has fearlessly built the life of her dreams and helped thousands of sick animals along the way. She is truly a role model who proves that when you reach for the stars, anything is possible. For these reasons, I highly recommend Dr. Joya's interview to anyone who is looking for inspiration from a strong woman. Tune in for a listen. Soon you will understand why I am so impressed by her. And be sure to subscribe to Pet Candy because I have some totally pawsome plans for this magazine in the months to come. Thank you to all our writers and content editors that made this issue possible. Cheers to better health for you and your pets. Enjoy. Dr. Joya Griffin, Life in the Spotlight by Jen Boone. Radiant and glowing skin. It's something we all want. After all, the skin is the largest organ in the body. But did you know skincare isn't limited to just humans? In fact, a special branch of veterinary medicine exists which focuses exclusively on helping animals with their skin problems. Every day, veterinarian dermatologists like Dr. Joya Griffin diagnose and treat skin, ear, hair, nail, and mouth disorders. They pop pimples, wipe away oozing goo, loosen earwax, banish fleas, and do all the gross but necessary tasks required to keep our pets happy and healthy. Feeling squeamish yet? Not Dr. Joya. She's a skin doctor your 4-legged friends can rely on, helping animals love the skin they're in. As a veterinary dermatologist, Dr. Joya Griffin is a graduate of Cornell University College of Veterinary Medicine. Originally from Ohio, she went on to become a diplomate of the College of Veterinary Dermatology, ACVD, in August 2010, and later joined the Animal Dermatology Group. Those with queasy stomachs might wonder why on earth anybody would want to spend their days cleaning smelly ears or assessing flesh-eating tumors. Yuck, right? However, for Dr. Joya Griffin, skin issues are personal. Her own dog Gizmo suffered horribly from skin allergies that often left the sweet Lhasa Apso itchy and bleeding. Though many people recommend euthanasia, Dr. Joya instead went looking for solutions. It was in Ithaca that her mentor, Dr. Danny Scott, first introduced her to the life-saving benefits of veterinary dermatology. In time, Gizmo's skin went from being red and raw to manageable. That's the incredible power of helping patients with skin-related afflictions. Today, Dr. Joya works hard to share this same knowledge. Seeing how Gizmo's quality of life improved after treatment, Dr. Joya went on to teach 4-year clinical students, as well as lecture to underclassmen on bacterial, fungal, and immune-mediated skin diseases.
We'll be right back with more Pet Candy. Pet Candy Radio delivers world-class content with engaging voices and inspirational messages curated by a network of top influencers and experts. Stream 24/7 at mypetcandy.com.
Bringing attention to bizarre dermatology cases. More recently, Dr. Joya Griffin has also landed a starring role in a brand new TV series called Pop Goes the Vet. This Nat Geo Wild show was officially released on Disney Plus on January 5th, 2022. In each episode, Dr. Joya and her staff open the doors to their Kentucky-based animal dermatology clinic. Viewers get an up-close and personal peek at what goes on behind the scenes of her regularly life-saving work. And Pop Goes the Vet doesn't just cover cats and dogs. Scaly and feathered friends are welcome too. Lumps, bumps, or boils, if there's a pet in need, Dr. Joya is ready to leap into action. Career advice for aspiring dermatology veterinarians and those who work with animals. Thinking about a career in veterinary dermatology? Our veterinary highlight has some helpful advice for you. Do all things without grumbling and complaining. Don't sweat the small stuff, she says. These words have always stuck with me because sometimes work is hard. Sometimes it isn't fun. But complaining only makes you and those around you more miserable and doesn't get the work itself done any faster. Do your job happily, do it well, and go home and enjoy the rest of your day. Well said, Dr. Joya. We encourage you to check out the latest episode of Pop Goes the Vet with the wonderful Dr. Joya Griffin on Nat Geo. When your pet doesn't like your love interest, Jen Boone. You landed a wonderful date, and so far it's going well. This person has all the traits of a good partner. They're interesting, fun to be around, and make your heart go pitter-patter. Unfortunately, your pet seems to think otherwise. For reasons unbeknownst to us humans, animals have an uncanny ability to judge people. Oftentimes, a pet's assessment of a person's character later turns out to be true. Now, that's not to say that just because your cat hisses every time your date enters the room, he's a bad person. Of course not. But if your pet is consistently giving negative feedback, it could be a sign that your date isn't right for you. What is your pet trying to say? Pets communicate differently based on their species. For example, how a dog communicates happiness with a wagging tail will be different from how a parrot shows contentment by singing, talking, and whistling. That being said, some behaviors are more universal. Does your pet actively avoid your date? This by itself could simply be due to fear or nervousness. Yet, have a closer look. What about your date might scare them? Is their body language hostile? Aggressive and loud voice? Does your date try to handle your pet in a rough or unkind manner? Do they get jealous when your pet wants affection? These could be red flags. Pay attention to your pet's feedback. There could be an underlying cause they are trying to communicate as a sign that your date isn't right for you. Does this mean I should say goodbye? Not necessarily. While no person is 100% perfect, if your pet shows a sustained or worsening dislike of your partner, it might be beneficial to talk about why. Hopefully, your date will be open and receptive to finding a solution that works for everyone. If not, it might be time to say goodbye. Make these easy Valentine's Day treats by Caitlin Chiari. Let's make this Valentine's Day sweet and healthy. Try this recipe for double chocolate cereal treats. These are great whole grain treats to make with your kids. Adapted from myrecipes.com. Ingredients: 2 cups miniature marshmallows, 2 tablespoons unsalted butter, 1 tablespoon unsweetened cocoa, 1/4 teaspoon vanilla extract, 1/8 teaspoon salt, 3 cups whole grain cereal such as Kashi Goleen, half a cup of carob chips. How to make it. First, combine the first 5 ingredients in a large microwave-safe bowl. Microwave on high for 1 minute. Remove bowl from microwave, stir with a large rubber spatula coated with cooking spray until smooth. Stir in cereal, then carob chips. Next, coat a 1/4 cup dry measuring cup with cooking spray. Lightly pack the cereal mixture into silicone heart-shaped muffin tins. Stick in the freezer for a few minutes until firm. 5 personality types of dogs. Dr. Sophie Curtis. Like humans, dogs have unique personalities that define them. Knowing your dog's personality will help you understand him and his behaviors. Read on for 5 major doggy personalities to find out your dog's personality. The confident dog. The confident dog is a natural-born leader. He is always happy to take charge in whatever situation and can be a team player as well. He is always comfortable in his own team and surroundings and often emanates confidence from his body language. Positive reinforcement works best for dogs with this personality type. They might exude dominant behaviors, but it is best not to be hard on them because that may result in aggression and stubbornness. The adaptable dog. The adaptable dog is obedient, cooperative, loving, gentle, calm, and always eager to please. Dogs with this personality type will control their excitement to please their owners, unlike happy dogs. The adaptable dog will be friendly and outgoing while not being overly ebullient. These dogs get on well with other dogs, cats, and humans. The laid-back happy dog. Dogs with this personality type are stereotypical, friendly dogs who love cats, people, and other dogs. They are usually very energetic, enthusiastic, and can easily become overexcited, especially without exercise or training. Laid-back, happy dogs are likely to scare children if they are large or jump to greet people. These dogs need training to keep them calm around others and prevent them from jumping. The shy dog. The shy or timid dog can be insecure, nervous, fearful, and/or unconfident. Shy dogs hate being in uncomfortable situations and tend to react poorly to chaotic environments and loud or sudden sounds. These dogs often respond well to gentle treatment and lots of treats, praise, and encouragement. Harsh treatment can push your dog to shut down and mistrust you. Furthermore, these dogs need to be introduced to new experiences, places, and people at a slower pace. Don't force your shy dog into uncomfortable situations because he might not see that as a good thing, but rather as you trying to force him into a scary situation. This can make him lose trust in you. The independent dog. Dogs with this personality type tend to bond with a few people who they see as their leaders, but act indifferently towards others. In fact, an independent dog might not even bond with anyone outside of his family. He is very comfortable with spending time alone and away from crowds, meaning they can appear distant and cold in manner. They act this way because they have been bred to live independently of people. An independent dog is difficult to train. He needs the right type of motivation because without the motivation, he would rather excogitate for himself than do what you command him to do. You need to experiment to find out what motivates him, from affection to toys and from treats to praise. Harsh treatment may result in loss of trust and/or respect for you. Furthermore, you shouldn't force your independent dog to be social, as that could make them aggressive. Want to make your life easier? Try a capsule wardrobe. AM Kufska. Fashion is definitely on the radar of the majority of Americans. In one survey, 55% of Americans said how they dress is an important part of who they are. But even more, 86% believe that there's too much focus on fashion. Although these two statements may seem at odds with each other, it actually makes sense that people believe fashion is important, but doesn't need to be quite so important. We've all felt the need to look our best when going to work or on a date, even though we'd probably rather not feel so pressured about it. Deciding what to wear can put enormous strain on us. It's not just feeling the pressure to impress a date or look good at work, but also the pressure to make choices. Our wardrobes are often bursting at the seams with clothing, much of it never worn or no longer fitting. A capsule wardrobe can help reduce the pressure of making good choices, can ease tensions over fashion by choosing classics that stand the test of time, and even benefits the environment. Saving the environment, your wallet, and your mind. A capsule wardrobe is a carefully curated set of clothing designed to be worn together for a specific period of time. That period can be as short as a week or as long as a season, but the goal is the same. Limit choices to only those things you love to wear and remove the ill-fitting, ugly, or unloved clothing completely from the wardrobe. When creating your capsule wardrobe, ask yourself the following questions. Does it fit? Even if it will one day, it doesn't go in the wardrobe. Have you worn it in the past year? If the tags are still on it, chances are you don't need it. Do you feel good when you wear it? Do you look forward to wearing it when you see it? Even if that piece costs you a fortune, if you never wear it, then you don't need it. By eliminating all the items you never wear, don't fit, or don't want, you're eliminating choices that lead to decision fatigue when trying to pick out a new outfit. It may not seem like choosing what you wear is a very taxing part of your day, but most people make thousands of decisions every day. These come at the cost of mental stress. When you reduce the unimportant decisions that you make daily, you free up your brain so that it is better able to handle the more important decisions. Donating your old clothing can also help the environment by keeping it out of a landfill and making sure that someone who genuinely loves it has the opportunity to wear it. There's a lot of great reasons to limit your wardrobe and only keep the pieces you really enjoy wearing. You'll feel a lot better knowing that you're not wasting money on fast fashion, but you also look great and feel great without having to spend effort looking for a new outfit to wear.
We'll be right back with more pet candy.
Want to find out why your dog pees on your shoes and chews your stuff up? Get our new book, Pet Candy's Guide to Dog Behavior. This fun and informative book, written by our veterinary experts, gives you the knowledge you need to understand your dog's behavior and to know when and how to get professional help. Check it out! It's available for free on Kindle Unlimited, Apple Books, and even on mypetcandy.com, and brought to you by Reconcile, chewable tablets for dogs.
Five ways to exercise your lazy cat. Giselle Richardson. Cat owners know how difficult it can be to keep a cat fit. In fact, cat obesity is an epidemic. It's estimated that over 50% of pet cats are overweight, a truly alarming percentage. Yikes! So it's never been more important to ensure your kitty is getting the exercise they need. A physically fit cat will live longer, be happier, and feel better. As cat parents, it's up to us. Help your beloved furball get moving with these top 5 ideas. 5 ways to exercise a cat. 1. Play with a laser pointer. Cats love to hunt and chase. It's what they do best. For less than $5, you can purchase a small laser pointer with a red light. Shine the dot on the floor and walls to move it erratically for hours of exercise your cat will love. 2. Use a feather toy. A small bundle of colorful feathers on a stick is irresistible to a cat. Flutter the toy to mimic a bird's wing movement and watch as they follow, track, and pounce. 3. Hide the treats. Just like dogs, cats also use their noses to sniff out food. Scatter a handful of low-calorie treats or catnip throughout the house. This will encourage your kitty to explore their surroundings as they search for the delicious goodies. 4. Watch the birds and fish. Nothing lights up a cat's eyes like an aquarium full of glittery fish or a bird feeder hanging outside the window. Encourage exercise by placing a cat perch nearby. Chances are your cat will excitedly watch, paw, jump, and meow at the other animals, burning calories in the process. Build a Catio. Finally, consider getting crafty with a so-called Catio, aka cat patio. Use wood frames and wire metal screens to offer your cat access to the outside world via a safe enclosure. The sights, sounds, and smells will stimulate their curiosity and get them walking around the great outdoors. No more lazy kitties. Don't wait until your veterinarian diagnoses your cat with obesity. Using these 5 simple ideas, anyone can up their cat's physical activity levels. Happy playtime! Dental health is important for your pet. Here's why. Most pet owners don't give a lot of thought to their pet's teeth. Apart from giving a dog a bone or providing pocket pets such as hamsters with chews to help keep their teeth in check, most of us don't spend a lot of time in our animals' mouths. Dental health, however, is directly linked with the rest of your pet's health. Bacteria from your pet's mouth can enter its bloodstream and infect other organs. According to the AVMA, your pet's heart, lungs, kidneys, and liver are the most likely organs to be infected by mouth bacteria through the bloodstream. Pain from inflamed gums and damaged teeth can also cause issues for your pet. Some animals can be very stoic about pain. They may still appear to eat like normal or even chew on toys, while at the same time being in pain. This often becomes obvious after a dental, when a dog that was previously normal for an older dog suddenly starts to act like a puppy again. Signs your pet needs dental help. If your dog or cat has bad breath, has broken teeth, drops food, or is chewing abnormally, it's time to see a vet. An inspection of your pet's teeth should also be included in yearly exams, and dental care can be performed if needed. If you brush your dog's teeth, you may spot problems early, such as broken teeth, mouth tumors, and other problems you may need to bring up at a veterinary appointment. Regular toothbrushing can also help keep tartar down so that your pet's mouth stays healthy longer. Both cats and dogs need regular dental checkups. Healthy teeth mean a healthier pet and may also help them to live a longer and happier life. How to introduce your love interest to your pet. Jen Boone. Love is in the air, but not for all our feline friends. When it comes to a new love interest, often the first people we think to introduce are friends, parents, and siblings. Naturally, we want our social circle to approve. However, kitty parents must remember to consider their cat's feelings too. Bringing home a boyfriend or girlfriend is a big change. Suddenly, there's a strange person walking around their domain. This can result in fear, jealousy, hiding, skittish or timid behavior, hissing, growling, biting, and scratching. That's why you need to know how to introduce your cat to a love interest the right way. 5 tips to prepare a well-planned introduction. 1. Give your cat a sniff of their clothes. Hopefully your new love interest smells good, because felines have 200 million odor sensors in those cute little noses. A great way to take advantage of this fact is by offering your kitty a whiff of your partner's sweater, shirt, or hat. This helps familiarize them with their scent before they walk through the door. 2. Enter the house slowly and quietly. Bringing home a love interest is exciting indeed. Still, resist the urge to speak loudly or in a high-pitched voice. Act normal. Walking with soft feet shows cats this odd new human being isn't a threat. 3. Resist the urge to pet or pick up the cat. Of course, your love interest will probably want to cuddle your kitty. Try to hold off. Wait until the cat comes to them for physical attention. This minimizes the chances of getting scratched or bitten. 4. Bring treats. Want to win over the heart of a cat? Give your love interest a handful of delicious treats, like fish or chicken slices. After all, this person is a guest in your cat's home. Bringing food shows both good manners and good intentions towards the kitty king of the castle. 5. Reward friendly behavior. Lastly, praise your cat often. If they wander out from their hiding spot, rub up against your love interest's legs, or start purring away, give them lots of verbal praise and affection. Soon they will start associating your partner with positive feelings. In summary, introducing your cat to a love interest shouldn't be a stressful experience for you or them. Follow these 5 steps to prepare a thoughtful introduction that leaves everybody feeling the love this February. How to blend your pet families. Jen Boone. It's a perfect storm scenario. He's got a dog, you have a cat, and now you both want to live together. What to do? Blended families of the 4-legged variety are increasingly common. In a 2021 survey, American Pet Products Association found that 70% of American households own a pet. As furry family members become more popular, so too does the question of how to safely blend pet households. Luckily, we know exactly how to help fur family members adjust. Blended pet family considerations. Allergies. First and foremost, you need to discuss allergies. This is the #1 issue couples face when merging their households together. If all adults and children are fine with pet hair and dander, great. Skip this section. However, if somebody gets itchy eyes, a sore throat, the sniffles, etc. around a pet, then a plan must be made. This could include instituting pet-free zones, following a strict cleaning routine, not allowing the cat or dog up on the furniture, etc. Get acquainted on neutral territory. Next, unless both partners are moving into a brand new place together, chances are one family will join the original home of another. This can lead to territory conflicts. If introducing 2 dogs for the first time, try to pick a neutral outdoor location. This reduces the urge dogs have to protect their environments. For cats, slow introductions work best. It's a good idea to separate the pair in the beginning. Keeping one cat behind a bathroom or bedroom door so they can listen and smell their new furball family member will keep everybody safe. The same goes for a cat and dog blending. Offer supervised socialization opportunities. Most helpful of all, we recommend finding time to offer all pets a chance for supervised interaction. Watch how they react. Do they ignore one another? Is there any obvious fear or distress? Are they showing signs of interest and a desire to play? Little by little, your blended pet family will come to love or at least tolerate each other.
We'll be right back with more Pet Candy.
Hey pet parents, this is your favorite lifestyle guru, Renee Michelle, and I'm excited to tell you about my new show on Pet Candy. Join me and make some cute pet stuff. Talk about life and love and everything in between. Check out the Renee Michelle Show on mypetcandy.com and let's have some fun.
Have a dog? This is how your dating life might be affected. Giselle Richardson. Tell me about yourself. If you're active in the dating scene, you've probably heard this line a dozen times. And being a dog owner, you likely mentioned the name and breed of your 4-legged best friend at home. Dating with a dog can be both rewarding and challenging. Today, let's look at the pros and cons of bringing Fido into your romantic relationships. Benefits of dating with a dog. 1. More love to go around. On the plus side, a dog is the most loving creature on earth. So naturally, this love will spill over into your personal life too. Dog people often instantly connect over their mutual appreciation for canines. Who can resist all those slobbery kisses? 2. Dogs make the best icebreakers. In addition, dogs are excellent for getting rid of any awkwardness. Not sure what to talk about? Surely you have a cute photo on your phone or funny story about the time your pup did a silly thing. In fact, dogs are such amazing icebreakers, singles will regularly include a pic of them in their online dating bio too. 3. Dog-themed outings are great date ideas. Your dating life will also benefit from having a dog around because they're fun to have on dates. Sure, going out for dinner and a movie is traditional, but why not take the dogs to the beach or visit a dog park? Both the pups and you two will have a blast out in the fresh air as a pack. Drawbacks of dating with a dog. 1. Scheduling conflicts are bound to happen. The biggest downside of having a dog while dating is time constraints. Just like a child, your dog has needs. They are totally dependent on you to take care of them. That means scheduling your day around potty breaks, walks, and feedings. Whereas a non-pet owner is free to spend the entire day away from home or sleep over at their date's house, dog owners must be more careful with their time. 2. Some people just don't like dogs. Lastly, the sad reality is that some individuals just aren't dog people. Not everyone wants to share the couch with a giant Great Dane or find white pug hair on their black clothes and blankets. Some people have a fear of dogs, and others aren't keen on the amount of money and time it takes to raise a puppy. This could be a deal breaker when it comes to following up about a second date. Final thoughts. At the end of the day, we all want the same thing, to be loved by somebody who also loves our dog. While dog ownership adds an extra layer of complexity to dating, in our opinion, the benefits far outweigh any potential negatives. Happy dating! Feed your pet fresh, human-grade dog food to scoop less poop. For decades, kibble has been our go-to diet for dogs. But the dog food marketplace has exploded in recent years, with grain-free, fresh, and now human-grade offerings crowding the shelves. All commercial dog foods must meet standards for complete and balanced nutrition. So how do consumers know what to choose? A new University of Illinois comparison study shows diets made with human-grade ingredients are not only highly palatable, they're extremely digestible. And that means less poop to scoop, up to 66% less. Based on past research we've conducted, I'm not surprised with the results when feeding human grade compared to an extruded dry diet, says Kelly Swanson, the Kraft Heinz Company endowed professor in human nutrition in the Department of Animal Sciences and the Division of Nutritional Sciences at Illinois, and co-author on the Journal of Animal Science Study. However, I did not expect to see how well the human-grade fresh food performed, even compared to a fresh, commercial processed brand. Swanson and his team fed beagles 4 commercially available diets: a standard extruded diet, kibble, a fresh refrigerated diet, and 2 fresh diets made using only USDA-certified human-grade ingredients. These fresh diets include minimally processed ingredients such as beef, chicken, rice, carrots, broccoli, and others in small chunks or a sort of casserole. The dogs consumed each diet for 4 weeks. The researchers found that dogs fed the extruded diet had to eat more to maintain their body weight and produced 1.5 to 2.9 times as much poop as any of the fresh diets. This is consistent with a 2019 National Institute of Health study in humans that found people eating a fresh whole food diet consumed on average 500 less calories per day and reported being more satisfied than people eating a more processed diet, Swanson says. The researchers also found that the fresh diets uniquely influenced the gut microbial community. Because a healthy gut means a healthy mutt, fecal microbial and metabolite profiles are important readouts of diet assessment, Swanson says. As we have shown in previous studies, the fecal microbial communities of healthy dogs fed fresh diets were different than those fed kibble. These unique microbial profiles were likely due to differences in diet processing, ingredient source, and the concentration and type of dietary fibers, proteins, and fats that are known to influence what is digested by the dog and what reaches the colon for fermentation. Commercially available fresh prepared whole food diets have been around for a decade, and despite anecdotal reports of health benefits, some nutrition experts were concerned about a lack of scientific evidence to support the feeding of these diets. Swanson published an earlier study in roosters to show the same human-grade fresh diets were up to 40% more digestible than kibble, and his new study in dogs strengthens those findings. 5 ways to get in shape with your dog. Arlene Torres. If getting in shape is at the top of your list for 2022, why not include your dog? Our canine companions make perfect workout buddies. Just like us, dogs need regular exercise in order to stay healthy. Skip the gym. Forget the treadmill. Instead, try out these 5 ideas to get fit with Fido. Breaking a sweat with your dog has never been more fun. 1. Go for a walk or run. You probably already take your dog for walks around the block. But did you know a brisk 20-minute walk burns up to 100 calories? Walking improves muscle endurance, helps with weight loss, and is good for the heart. Does your dog require lots of physical activity? Try running together. Use a bungee leash to go on jogs side by side. This is a great way to increase physical strength, decrease stress levels, lower blood pressure, tackle obesity, etc. 2. Play fetch. Secondly, why not play a game of fetch? A backyard is the perfect spot to exercise together. It's private, enclosed, and available 24/7. The benefits of fetch are twofold. It gets your mind and your body in shape. Physically, fetch is a low-impact activity that builds arm strength. Being outdoors and breathing fresh air is also good for your lungs. Mentally, fetch cures boredom in dogs and allows them to focus on a task, something working breeds especially crave. For people, watching a dog enthusiastically chase after a ball triggers a release of endorphins in the brain, making us feel happy and relaxed. 3. Swim together. Getting in shape with your dog can happen in the water too. Pools and lakes are wonderful for exercise. Swimming in water is joint-friendly since there's no pressure on the bones. Therefore, this is an especially good option for people and dogs with arthritis, hip issues, or orthopedic concerns. Even a few minutes splashing around will improve heart circulation, decrease inflammation, aid metabolism, and fortify muscles. 4. Give agility a chance. Here's an exciting idea. Why not book a session at a dog agility club? As their owner and trainer, you'll move around a course filled with ramps, tunnels, weave poles, and hoops. Agility challenges the mind as well as the body. Dogs stretch their muscles and learn to follow commands. Us humans benefit from a calorie-cutting activity that brings us closer to our four-legged best friend. 5. Try dog yoga. Yoga has been around for centuries, but have you heard of dog yoga? Get bendy with your pup. Practicing stretches and calm breathing using dog-friendly poses is fantastic for health. Your pooch will be a relaxing presence as you loosen those shoulders, hamstrings, arches, calves, and hands. In addition, yoga improves digestion and relieves insomnia. Pretty awesome. Which exercise is your favorite? No matter how you like to exercise, consider letting your dog join in. Whether it's by walking, running, swimming, or just playing a game of fetch, you can both get in shape and have fun in 2022.
We'll be right back with more Pet Candy.
Hi, this is Shay, and I want to tell you about my new show on Pet Candy, Cooking with Shay. I make vegan eating easy and fun. Check it out on Pet Candy TV.
Skin allergies. Why is my dog scratching? Dr. Sophie Curtis. Watching your dog scratch himself red raw and leave himself with bald patches can be so heartbreaking. Plus, scratching may break your dog's skin and allow all sorts of infections to get into the scratches. The most common causes of itching include allergies, parasites, and dry skin. Allergies. A dog's immune system can react to pollen, dust, and other allergens. He may have seasonal allergies if he develops excessive scratching or skin changes during certain times of the year. Furthermore, dogs can develop food allergies to ingredients in their diets. Dogs with food allergies tend to scratch their ears and their paws. Food allergies are usually accompanied by vomiting, diarrhea, and other gastrointestinal issues. Some itching may be remedied at home, while others may require a checkup by a veterinarian. You should visit a veterinarian if the itching persists and is causing your canine friend to be miserable, or if he is developing wounds as a result of itching. Your veterinarian will determine the major cause of the itching and prescribe you bathing products, over-the-counter medications, or prescriptions. However, if the itching is less severe, seasonal, or intermittent, you may be able to use home remedies to give your canine friend some natural relief. Do goats make good pets? A.M. Kuska. If you live out in the country, what you can keep as a pet often becomes a lot more flexible. Goats are friendly animals that often enjoy socializing with humans. Although there are over 300 distinct breeds of goats, pygmy goats are the most popular animals when it comes to pets. Space requirements. Goats need a certain amount of space in order to thrive. A pygmy goat will need a minimum of 135 square feet to play in, and bigger goats will need more. If you don't have at least this much space that your pet can roam in, your goat will be very unhappy. Also, keep in mind that you can't have just one goat. Goats are social animals and will be miserable without a fellow goat to keep them company. Invest in quality fencing. Goats are mischievous creatures and will quickly find the weakest link in your fencing. Expect your fence to be used as a scratching post, pushed, chewed on, and manipulated to see if it can be gotten past. Don't be surprised if your goat manages to escape anyway. Goat proofing is inevitably a matter of trial and error. Goats require some additional care. Just like dogs need nail trims and regular vet visits, your goat will need hoof trimmings, veterinary care, and quality feed. Even if your goat gets some of its food from your backyard, chances are they will still need hay and fresh water provided by you. Are they worth it? Goats make wonderful pets. They can help keep weeds and scrub brush at bay, and can even be rented out to friends and neighbors for a weekend of weed patrol. They also give back in the form of fertilizer for the garden or milk. If you already want a little help in the garden and are looking for a fun outdoor pet, goats are a great choice. Is your dog bilingual? New study says dogs can tell languages apart. Dog brains can detect speech and show different activity patterns to a familiar and unfamiliar language. A new brain imaging study by researchers from the Department of Ethology, Eötvös-Loránd University, Hungary finds. This is the first demonstration that a non-human brain can differentiate two languages. This work has been published in NeuroImage. Some years ago, I moved from Mexico to Hungary to join the Neuroethology of Communication Lab at the Department of Ethology, Eötvös-Loránd University, for my postdoctoral research. My dog, Kun came with me. Before, I had only talked to him in Spanish, so I was wondering whether Kun noticed that people in Budapest spoke a different language, Hungarian, says Laura V. Kuaya, first author of the study. We know that people, even pre-verbal human infants, notice the difference. But maybe dogs do not bother. After all, we never draw our dog's attention to how a specific language sounds. We designed a brain imaging study to find this out. Kun and 17 other dogs were trained to lay motionless in a brain scanner where we played them speech excerpts of The Little Prince in Spanish and Hungarian. All dogs had heard only one of the two languages from their owners, so this way we could compare a highly familiar language to a completely unfamiliar one. We also played dogs scrambled versions of these excerpts, which sounded completely unnatural. to test whether they detect the difference between speech and non-speech at all. When comparing the brain responses to speech and non-speech, researchers found distinct activity patterns in dogs' primary auditory cortex. This distinction was there independently from whether the stimuli originated from the familiar or the unfamiliar language. There was, however, no evidence that dog brains would have a neural preference for speech over non-speech. Dog brains, like human brains, can distinguish between speech and non-speech. But the mechanism underlying this speech detection ability may be different from speech sensitivity in humans. Whereas human brains are specially tuned to speech, dog brains may simply detect the naturalness of the sound, explains Raul Hernandez-Perez, co-author of the study. In addition to speech detection, dog brains could also distinguish between Spanish and Hungarian. These language-specific activity patterns were found in another brain region, the secondary auditory cortex. Interestingly, the older the dog was, the better their brain distinguished between the familiar and the unfamiliar language. Each language is characterized by a variety of auditory regularities. Our findings suggest that during their lives with humans, dogs pick up on the auditory regularities of the language they are exposed to, says Hernandez-Perez. This study showed for the first time that a non-human brain can distinguish between two languages. It is exciting because it reveals that the capacity to learn about the regularities of a language is not uniquely human. Still, we do not know whether this capacity is dog specialty or general among non-human species. Indeed, it is possible that the brain changes from the tens of thousands of years that dogs have been living with humans have made them better language listeners. But this is not necessarily the case. Future studies will have to find this out, concludes Attila Andes, senior author of the study.
We'll be right back with more Pet Candy.
Hi, I want to tell you about my new show, Simply Pets with Shannon Gregoire. We talk about pets, life, love, and everything in between with the coolest people on the planet. Don't miss out on the fun. Check it out on a podcast platform of your choice.
Thank you for listening to Pet Candy Magazine. To stay up to date with everything pets, follow us at mypetcandy.com.
It's Pet Candy.
Pet Candy. It's Pet Candy Radio.